And I think we're live. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Forever Rugby on Forever Sports. My name is Cal, and this is the stream for Barbarians versus Fiji. And I've got to admit, I'm very happy to be able to stream or rather to commentate on a Barbarians game. They are always an absolute ripper. And I mean, against Fiji, this is going to be absolute class. I am so excited for this game. I think it's going to be, quite wild. I think we'll see some audacious offloading, and I think looking at the Barbarian side, I think there's a lot of points in this game. I think we're going to see quite a high scoring game. And as usual, there are some people playing for the Barbars who are playing their last international matches. Specifically, well, probably the biggest name of there is Sam Whitelock, his last international rugby match before he retires permanently. He is captaining the side at number 5, but he's not the only one. There are a couple of others as well, and we will get right into that in a second. So just fairly hot off the press. Apparently, there was some controversy leading up to this game, and that was in the fact that English and French clubs refused to release Fijian players for this match to play for Fiji. 6 of them in total, apparently, and yet those very same clubs released 11 players to play for the Barbars. Now, I'm not sure how official this is. It did come from, I think, someone who shared from the Fijian Drua side of things. But if that is the case, that is, I'd say, incredibly poor form from both English and French clubs. If any of you guys are in the chat and you know about that, let me know. It's certainly it does often seem that these smaller sides, I say smaller sides, Fiji got to a quarterfinal in the World Cup. So it seems like these Pacific Isle teams, not tier 2 teams, these Pacific Islander teams just aren't given the respect from the rest of the world that they should do, especially Fiji. I mean, they absolutely deserve all the respect. They played phenomenally in that World Cup, and they are still such a brilliant side. Don't forget, they knocked over England last year before the World Cup. So they're very much, I class them as a tier 1 side now. They are very, very good. But other than the controversy, let's get into a bit of squad news. Obviously, the Barbarians are led by head coach Robbie Deans. You may remember him as a former Wallabies coach. He named Sam Whitelock as his captain for the day. As I said, his absolutely last international that he's going to play. So an absolute unit, and what a servant of rugby. Not only All Black rugby, but just rugby in general. I mean, you don't really get much better than him, to be honest. And I can't even remember how many caps he got for New Zealand, but it was a hell of a lot. Yeah, and you could argue that Sam Whitelock is one of the greatest players of the game. He partners in the second row with England international. I don't know if he'll ever play again. David Ribbons, class player in his own right, but must be quite nice to be partnering Sam Whitelock on his swan song in rugby. Let's have a look here. So let's get into the teams. We'll go through the teams, and then we'll go into some more news. I suppose one of the big talking points of the Barbarians going into this game is the naming of Fergus Burke, who is soon to be the new Saracens fly half, hence the jersey. He's number 10 for the Barbars. He's obviously he wasn't at the Crusade. Well, he was injured for quite a lot of the season. And only kind of returned to the Crusaders towards the end of their season. Probably the season to forget for the Crusaders. I don't think they've ever been that bad. But yeah, so he's playing number 10. He's the future Saracens fly half. But going through 1 to 10, 1 to 15, and I'll try and remember where all these players are from. Scott Seo, the Australian, at number 1. Harry Thacker and Kyle Sinclair make up the rest of the front row. Obviously, both English players. David Ribbons English player as well. At number 4, Sam Whitelock at 5, ex All Blacks player. Cornelson, number 6. I'm pretty sure he's from Japan. Lachlan Boschia, and also another Englishman in Zach Mercer. He'll no doubt want to play an expansive game and, kind of really get under Steve Borthwick's skin for constantly being left out of the squads. But actually, at this rate, looking at the England squad now, I don't know where he fits in. And then obviously Danny Kerr at number 9. Obviously retired from international rugby fairly recently. And what a servant of English rugby he is. Absolutely expansive kind of gameplay, even at his tidy age. And I think he's the perfect 9 for the Barbarians. I think he's exactly the type of game style they'll want to play. And then obviously you got Burke at 10. I'm really curious to see how he goes, because it'll be interesting to see him next season playing for Saracens. And then quite a heavy, well, no, not quite heavy. I'd say a bit of a spread in the back line. You got Johnny May at 11, also retired from international rugby. I think he has. And then you got the French centre pairing of Gael Fickou and Veremi Vakatawa. Now that is a potent midfield. They're no slouches. Lester Fainganuku makes up the other side of the wing. Huge man and just power for days. And then Che Fihaki is chosen at 15 for the Barbars. Moving on to Fiji. Now, don't forget, this is a team that won't have what's his name? What's the flank's name again? Why can't I remember the flank's name? He's huge. What's his name? Botia, Lavani Botia. He will not be playing for Fiji today, which is sad, because he's one of the best rugby players in the world. You'd love to be able to see him playing today. So it is definitely sad that he will not be on the park today. But I'm sure they've brought in a very, very good replacement for him. But going through 1 to 15, Natave Togiatama and Tawake in the front row, Voce and Rotui Solia in the lock pairing, Darren Alagi, Murray and that's a Kanakai Vata at number 8. That's a name I don't recognize, actually. Matawalu at 9 with Muntz, the youngster but very talented, number 10. Rakuro, Vota. It's not. I thought Nayatalevu would be at 13, but apparently he's not. Wakai Sese is at 13, Momo at 14, and Botitu at 15. Botitu's class. Going on to the benches, Shota Hori is on the bench at hooker for the Barbars. Miller at 17, Brooks, Holland, Mitchell, Ben Youngs, another England scrum half. So 2 England scrum halves in this Barbar side, and Joseph and another Frenchman in Cameron Woki on the bench. And then you go on to the Fijian bench. You got Dolokoto, Tikiri, Tuni, Nasila Silla, Salawa Jr., Sorovi, Valetini, and Ravula. So they've got a decent bench as well. I think this is going to be a hell of a slugfest, and I'm all for it. I think this is going to be a class matchup. And just looking at it, Jack Cornelson and Lachlan Boschia, both from they're both from Japan. Who are they playing for? Let me try and find that out quickly. Oh, come on. Where do they play? Is it the Wild Knights? No. I'll figure it out, and then I'll let you know. I think it's going to be. I'm interested to see Fergus Burke playing at 10. He needs to have a good game to get this Barbarians team on the front foot, and then I think they really will fly. Oh, and it's Jonathan Joseph who's on the bench. So another ex-England player. Hell of a lot of England players. Don't forget the last time these two teams played. the Pacific Islanders, so Fiji, won 33-31. And that was in 2019. So it feels like a long time ago now, doesn't it? I think that was in preparation for the World Cup, if I'm not mistaken. And I certainly think that if Fiji can get if they can impose their game plan and play like they did in the World Cup, they have a huge, huge shot at this because they are very used to this style of rugby. The pleasure of this game is it is at Twickenham, and it's following the South Africa Wales game, in which South Africa absolutely dominated Wales. So the fans there are being treated to an absolute amazing double header. Certainly very jealous of all of them. We are about 5 minutes from kickoff, so I'm just going to try and get the stream up. Oh, and Fiji in their nice black and I'm going to say orange kit. I'm just going to get. They're just singing the anthem now. Admit this Fiji kit. I want this Fiji kit. It is so nice. It's the only kit. Well, Fiji always have nice kits. I really like their white kit too. In all honesty, I think that Fiji make some really creative choices when they make their kits. And don't forget, this is the kit that they beat England in. So hope, and they're playing against a lot of English players. So you never know. We might see another Fiji victory. The Barbars, obviously, in their white and black hoops. I wouldn't mind a Barbarians jersey as well. I have a feeling I'm going to finish this year with a lot more rugby jerseys than I've started, which I'm excited about. I plan to decorate my future house with just rugby jerseys and picture frames all over. So don't forget to chuck in the chat, guys, your score predictions. Who do you reckon is taking this one away? Obviously, I know the Bulls and Glasgow are playing in the URC final currently, so a bunch of people will obviously be on that stream. And I will provide, if you are here, I will provide score updates as we go in that game. Currently, it's 3-0 to the Bulls, and it's about 8 minutes in. But I'll keep you up to date with that other game as well if you aren't watching it. But we are about to get underway, and I've got to admit, I am so amped. I love watching Barbarians rugby and Fijian rugby, actually. I love watching Fiji. So the hard thing for me now is I'm going to have to keep the team sheets up on my monitor here because obviously there are so many players I either don't know the names of or I just haven't, they're playing in a makeshift team. So Fiji putting down the challenge with their own haka. Or what do they call it again? What do they call their one? I can't remember what they call it. It's called the Sibi. Libby. I'm guessing it's Sibi. It might be Sibi Thai. It's a cool haka though. Oh, it's their shorts that are really cool. Their shorts make this kit. Of course, the stream is bugging around. Yeah, so guys, chuck in the chat. Who are you backing in this one? And who do you think the standout players are going to be? I think in this one, I think Zach Mercer's going to have a good day. Purely because I think the style of rugby will suit him. But I think Lester Fainga'anuku is going to go wild today. Who else? I think David Ribbons is going to have a good game. Of course, the stream keeps freezing. It tends to sort itself out. So, have we got any predictions just yet? I don't think so. No, not yet. If you could, guys, chuck in a prediction. Also, if you aren't subscribed to the channel, we're trying to get up to 67,000. So make sure you are subscribed. What else? Also, check out our sponsors in BitDefender and Boyle Sports. Are we not sponsored by that? I don't know. But do check out our sponsors. Obviously, they make sure that we can bring you all this dope content. Okay, this is definitely not reloading. Do not like streaming sites. No, that's not what I wanted to do. And also, let me know where you're watching from, actually. If we got any Fijians here, that would be seriously cool. I kind of want Fiji to win. I want, or at least to play exceptionally well. I just want this to be an absolute point fest. I want it to be free flowing. I want there to be tons of tries, and I just want these guys to enjoy themselves. I want Danny Kerr to have a really good swan song. Welcome to the FS Members Club. Chris Porter, um, Amini Sitai, uh, Wakani Drola. Cool name. Odd. And then Edgar Gietzman. Welcome to the Members Club. Great to have you. Barbar's receiving the kickoff. Mercer takes it down on the 22, jumps about a meter into the air in a sidestep. Kerr, Burke into the midfield. Fiku at the back to Vakatawa, holding it in one hand, but he is tackled. Kerr, they're playing down the blind. Oshia. Is that Boshia? Might be Cornelson, actually. Fiaki playing at 10 while Burke is wrapped up. And they feed it back. And tell you what, they don't want to kick it. I think it's ribbons, actually. I'm not sure I like this new Bubbles kit with the diamond number on the back. Burke with a dink over the top from in his own 22. Oh, and it's bounced badly. Here we go. Batitu's got it. He's up into the 22. Matawalu using the big men now. They've got a good field position here. Dead center of the field, just outside the 22. So who's going to score first? Stepped inside from the 12. That is Vota. And yeah, I think the team sheet's right. Naithalevu, I don't think is playing. He might be one of the players not released. Who's captain for them? I don't even know who's their captain. Oh, it's good hands from Fiji. They're getting it wide. They're into the 22 now. They're playing some good phases here. There's Tagaitama. Togiatama. Natave at the back. Oh, it's a long pass. They try to intercept it. I think it was Johnny May tried to intercept it, but it still goes to man. Rakuro comes away with it. He's broken one tackle. He's about 10 meters out. Petitu steps back in field towards the ruck. Comes back through. Almost through a little gap there. Matawalu. Muntz going wide. Oh, and it's an awful pass there from Momo. Above his man, above his target, and out into touch. So it will be a line out to the Barbars. But a very fast start. And I think, yeah, it's a barely Momo. But not quite clinical enough there from the Fijians. They had a lot of it. What was the score between SA and Wales? I think it was 41-13, I think. Zotic? I think it was 41-13. Let me check. So, Kerr, Burke clears straight down the middle of the field. He finds grass, and it's rolling. It's rolled into the 22. Botitu's back there. And he will return fire, and it does find touch, so it'll be a line out. 6-0 to the Bulls at the moment. Let's have a look. 41-13. And if you didn't see the England game today, that was a good game. England dominated Japan after the first 10 minutes. So Thaka throws in, goes to the back. Kerr. Fiku. Kerr has to dive and scoop it up, but he can't. Burke's wrapped up by the Fijian defense. They've lost some ground here, but they do still maintain possession. Mercer gets his arm free. Johnny May. Fainganuku trying to step through a couple tackles there. He's eventually brought down. Kerr. Mercer gets it free. Oh, it's a good run from Boshia. Boshia gets inside. Matawalu. God, he speared him. Care. Burke. Sorry, Johnny May was acting 10 there. Oh, and it's a knock on in the midfield from Leicester Fainga'anuku, and it'll be a scrum down Fiji ball. Yeah, Johnny May acting almost as a 10 there. That was weird to see. Leicester Fainga'anuku playing at Geelong at the moment. Yeah, Leicester Fainga'anuku has a wildly long and outrageous name that includes Wales and Twickenham in his name for some reason. I'm pretty sure he's played in both places, so well, he's playing in Twickenham now. Um, so it will be Matawalu to feed the scrum. Both front rows going straight to ground. And there we go. First 5 minutes gone. You know, Ribbons looks so tall and huge, and yet he's still a bit shorter than Whitelock, which I just, yeah, it doesn't make sense to me. Thacker, who everyone thought would be going on. Wait, hang on, was it Thacker? Who was the guy everyone thought? Thacker, is he? No, Thacker's in. He plays for Bristol, doesn't he? Thacker plays for Bristol. It was the Northampton guy, Hooker, who everyone thought would be going on tour with England. Matawalu gets it out, feeds it to his big number 12, Vota. Crash ball. Matawalu again. This time to Darren Alagi. Muntz. Onto Botitu. Botitu gets it to his winger. Rakuro. Using the forwards again. They're just inside the Barbars half. Muntz. Gets it to Tawake. Tarwake. No, Tawake. Who is that? Is that Sinclair making a nuisance of himself? Or no, it's not. It's Scott CO making a nuisance of himself at the scrum. The ruck, sorry. Yep, Scott CO had his hands on the deck, hence why there was a penalty there at that ruck. He wasn't supporting his own body weight. Don't forget the name of this. Well, the prize that these two teams are playing for is called the Killick Cup. And I tell you what, I'm going to actually find out why it's called that. And Fiji lose their out. It's gone to right down to the fullback Fihaki, who trips forward. The ball's a touch grass. Matawalu's chased back. He's got it. And Fainga'anuku, he beats Fainga'anuku, but then he in the offload, it's knocked on. Burke wants to play quickly. Johnny May feeds Zach Mercer. Zach Mercer goes to the boot for some reason. It's not a bad kick. It's a very good kick. A brilliant kick from Zach Mercer. Finds touch within 10 meters of their Fijian line out. So it's called the Killick Cup. It was born in 2011. It represents the historic relationship between Killick and Co. and the Barbarians. So interesting. Interesting. So the lineout is taken quickly, but it's been told to be reset. It is an Italian ref today, if you didn't know, and also I think an Italian touch judge as well, along with a Welsh touch judge and an English TMO. So Fiji do maintain their ball after the line out. Oh, and they've broken free. Oh, he's flying. Oh, he should have passed. Matawalu on halfway. Barbars have had to scramble backwards. They're looking to challenge it, but they don't get it. Oh, it's another. Oh, and it's a knock on. Knock on by Kanakai Vata. What a break, though, from their own 22. Kanakai Vata is rapid. He is rapid. Number 8 is absolute. He can move. Now that's the kind of player you want. Strong, but also absolutely rapid. Almost 10 minutes gone now, and still 0-0. But it's been electric so far. Oh, and it's Kanakai Vata who knocks it on, actually. So it'll be a scrum down, I think, around about halfway. Laya Kanakai Vata. I think it's a scrum just inside. Excuse me. Danny Care to feed the scrum. Ah, I think Kanakai Vata won the Rugby World Cup sevens. The Bristol Bears front rower with, well, and Scott's here. Two Bristol Bears in Sinclair and Thacker. He was the leading, Harry Thacker was the leading Premiership try scorer. 12 tries in 15 games as a hooker. I mean, that's a pretty good strike rate. Care feeds the scrum. It's an advantage to Barbarians, and they'll get the penalty for Fiji wheeling at the scrum. Care takes it quickly to Fiku. No, they're going to have to come back for the mark. Bloody hell, 33 appearances in all competitions this season for Danny Care. Yeah, that's a lot of rugby. Yeah, Fergus Burke. Big shoes to fill at Saracens, replacing Farrell. Obviously, as you will probably all know, is off to France. So this will be a line out to the Barbars on Fiji's 22. Thacker goes long. It's an overthrow. Mercer, I mean, it was meant for Mercer, but Burke does reclaim it. Mercer. Mercer puts it on the boot again. And I'm not sure he needs to keep doing that. The other one was good, but I mean, yes, it puts Fiji under pressure. But I'd like to see it. The thing is, if he really wants to get back into England, that's not what he should be doing. I don't think he does anymore. Fiji still playing with it on their own 5 meter line. Muntz clears. Not really much pressure on a charge down on him there. And he clears about 4 meters out of their own 22. Yeah, I tell you what, Muntz was a massive loss for Fiji prior to the World Cup. And yet they still did brilliantly. So Ribbons wins it at the top. Care, Burke, Fiku on the inside, back to Care. Oh, this is good. May. Oh, it looked high on May. But no, Danny Care will recycle to Sinclair. Sinclair doesn't go out the back. He goes into contact. Care decides to go back to the blind. May on the outside. Oh, that looked high. They're in the 22. May acting as 9. Mercer. Mercer brought down. Care. Burke. Vakatawa in the middle. Fiku. Fiku back inside to Vakatawa. Care has to go really fast. There was scrappy there. Fiaki to Whitelock. First time I said his name in the game. Care. Ribbons. Matawalo. I tell you what, Matawalo is making some physical challenges on much bigger players. And it'll be a penalty to the Barbars. Now, it's not usual Barbar style to go for a penalty. Sometimes they do, but they don't get a great reaction. What will they do here? I think they'll probably have just said, right, we're not kicking any penalties. Let's go for corner. And they are going to go for the corner. Fergus Burke takes them 7 meters out. Almost 15 minutes gone. Yeah, I really want that Fiji kit. It is nice. Oh, and it's another overthrow from Thacker. He's not having a great day today if those line-up throws. It is knocked on by Fiji, though. Burke picks it up. He's somehow stayed in field. Offloads to Mercer. Mercer gets it to Johnny May. May decides to try and dink his way through. Can't do so. Thacker picks up at the back. Oh, he almost knocked that. I'd argue he did knock that on. Yep. Mercer's knocked that. Sorry, Thacker has knocked that on. What are they coming back for? Excuse me, I didn't see who they come. Northampton guy I was thinking of. Langdon. They'll come back for the original lock on by Fiji, so it'll be a scrum down. Barbarians put in. We're over the 15-minute mark. Don't forget, Barbars in typical fashion, wearing socks of their club. And I do believe Kyle Sinkler will have his Battersea Ironside socks on, which is the club I used to play for in London. Sadly, I wasn't there when he was playing, but Care, Burke. Oh, it's brilliant switch. Johnny May on the inside, cuts outside, gets the ball out the back to Fiaki. Fiaki takes on the line. Fiaki! Oh, he's 2 meters out. Care. Here's Boshier. Boshier is over. Lachlan Boshier scores the first try of the Killick Cup. And that was really quick ball there. And I tell you what, Chase Fiaki, I think it's Chase Fiaki. Brilliant run there from him. He had the option of using Fainganuku, decided to hold it, and used some really good power there to get himself through. Good offload there from Johnny May too. Fiaki committing, breaks 2 tackles, and then commits 3 defenders to his last ditch tackle, and then not enough players to defend against Boshier, who crashes over, and a good way for the Barbars to break the deadlock. Lachlan Boshier. Again, Lachlan Boshier. So Fergus Bit will be looking to convert the kick. His first kick of the match. That's right. He came back for the last 3 games for the Crusaders. He's 24, and that was an awful kick. Absolutely shanked that one. So the score will stay 5-0. But we've had a very entertaining first 18 minutes. That's a good set piece, that. Oh, it's brilliant. Fergus Burke, Fiku back to Burke, and then out to Johnny May. Johnny May gets it out the back to Fiaki. Fiaki beats 3 tackles, takes 3 to get him down, and then no one can stop Boshier. Just really good rugby from the Barbars there. Whitelock takes it off the kickoff. Care. Burke. It's in the midfield with Fiku. Fiku out the back to Vakatawa. Vakatawa steps in field, beats the 1 tackle. He's beaten another one. Handoff. Oh, he's got it, Johnny May. Johnny May's free on the left, right. He just doesn't have the pace he used to have, but he does fling it back in field. And it is knocked on by the Barbars. But what a run from those 2. And Fiji are going to look to clear. Not a heavy kick, though. Just chipped into the midfield. Whitelock is there. Feeds it off to Fiku. Fiku kicks forward. Mercer's chasing, but he's not as fast as the rest of the players. Just looking to shut him down. Thacker gets there to help him. They bring down the Fijian player on the 5 meter. Looking for a turnover here. Can't quite get it. So Fiji now will need to make a good platform for a clearance. Sinkler stopping the man. Fiji trying to play quite a lot in their own 22. It's risky. Going again. You can tell they're looking for space. Ribbons. And now they're going to clear through Muntz. I mean, he was very shallow, so he didn't have much time, and he had to rush his kick. But what a break there from Vakatawa. Absolutely stunning. Steps in field, beats his man, hands off another, and then hands off another, and then offloads to Johnny May, who does really well. He just doesn't have the same pace he used to. Whitelock wins at the top. Down to Care. Care to Fiku. Here's Vakatawa. May has to offload it a bit sloppily, but Mercer's got it. Mercer can't escape Momo. Oh, here's Lester Fanganuku. Gets into the 22. Care to Sinclair. Sinclair out the back. No one was expecting that. Burke. May. May. Oh, he almost got through there. Care. Care. There's a lot of just flinging the ball around. I think Vakatawa is getting looked at for a head collision. Oh, it's a great offload. Thacker throws it into nowhere. Thacker's, I think he's trying too hard. Just needs to chill a little bit. A lot of hot potato there from Care, from May. I think there's going to be an HIA here. Maybe for Vakatawa. So they're gonna. I think it might be a head knock. So they're gonna check the contact. Let's have a look. Yeah, I mean that's a fine tackle. He lifts him up slightly. Yes, he drives him into the ground, but he's horizontal. So I honestly I don't have a problem with that. He didn't land on his head, didn't land on his neck. He landed on. He should not have put his elbow out. But he's fortunate that it didn't get any shoulder injury or anything there. Yeah, especially in a game like this, I don't think that'll come to anything. So Vakatawa is back on his feet, got some ice on his neck, but seems to be okay, and it'll be a Fiji ball. Fiji, scrum? Throw into the lineup. Throw into the lineup for Fiji. 20 minutes in, so we're one quarter of the game is gone now. They go to the front. Ribbons gets his hand in there, but can't steal it. Matawalu, is that Matawalu? No, it's number 11. So it's Rakura with a great run. He gets up to the 50, halfway. Fiji are playing some really expansive running rugby here. Great steal from Whitelock. That was an awful pass from Sinclair. Here's Johnny May. Johnny May kicks straight downfield. And I think that lands straight in the hands of Botito. It does. He steps back, tries to go between Ribbons and May. But there's a penalty for a high tackle from Ribbons. Fiji playing on. Quick tap. They're up to halfway again. Matawalu. Matawalu feeds his forwards. And is it Ratui Salia? At the back. Muntz whips it wide. Fiji got numbers, but they can't free the hands. Burke with a good tackle. Matawalu playing at 10 there. Natave with a good offload out the tackle. Up to the 10-meter line. Sio was never supporting his body weight there. Matawalu knocks it on. Boshia comes away with it, gets the ball out the back to Thacker. Sio's trying to dig in there to make sure that they don't lose possession. Muntz comes over the top and claims it. And Fiji are free. Fiji are free down the left-hand side. They whip it. Oh, it's going to be a try! What opportunistic. That was just the most wild inside throw. Had no idea someone was there. And he just goes, yeet, and, yeet. And it just lands perfectly for Momo. I hope they don't check that. That was amazing. Fiji are doing some really interesting counter-attack rugby. But I mean, Muntz here was brilliant. So quick to dive on that to get that ball. That offload was brilliant. Johnny May just sticking off of his. Yeah, that ball inside was such a Hail Mary. Such a Hail Mary, but God, it was good. And I think they'll just let it stand. And yeah, I think the Fiji are being given the try. So Muntz will have the opportunity to take them ahead. Caleb Muntz, I think he's a cousin, nephew of Richie Mo'unga, I think. And 7 points to 5. Fiji take the lead. And what I tell you what, this is why I love these games, especially these two teams. Bulls 13, Glasgow nil. Bulls are going to absolutely annihilate Glasgow to win the competition. Glasgow just do not have it. Looks like a fairly warm day in Twickenham. A lot of sweat there and heavy breathing. So 7 points to 5. Fergus Burke kicks long into the 22. Matawalu's back there. He's going to clear himself and does. Are they going to take it quickly? Fiaki? No. No. Fiaki does take it quickly. Deliberate. That came off his head. I disagree with that. It's been called a deliberate knock on, but it came off his head. How is that deliberate? I disagree with that penalty. But Barbarians have a penalty, and they will kick to the corner. Through Burke. It's not the greatest banana kick, but, you know, he's done what he could. Yeah, oh, okay, no, it didn't come off his head. It was off his hand. So, Thacker, can he find his man this time? He goes to the back. He does find his man. Kerr whips it to Fiku. Fiku takes on one. Beats the tackle of the number 8, Kanakai Vata. He eventually gets to ground. Kerr recycles. Boshia. Try scorer. Kerr. Burke. Out the back to Johnny May. Johnny May is using it a lot. He's been used as a wide, like a second passer a lot. Sinclair takes on the tackle. He's up to the 22. Kerr. Burke. Burke goes deep. Here's Vakatawa. Out to Fiku. Fiku tries to step, but gets the ball out the back nicely to Vakatawa. Vakatawa to Thacker. Thacker cuts back in field. Done well there, Thacker. Done really well. Kerr. Mercer. Inside ball to Ribbons. Inside ball to Kerr. Oh, it's an intercept by Fiji. It's been a loose pass. It's thrown away. I tell you what, and then Fiji clear it. Oh, the bounce is nasty. It's come back to Fiji. Number 12, who's number 12? Vota's got it. He feeds infield, and Fiji are going to score a second. And that is some chaotic rugby. And I think it's Botisu. No, it's Momo. He gets a double. See, now this doesn't count. The problem is, it's not a proper fixture, so it won't count as debut, like a try, or rather, it won't count as his debut for Fiji. It's not a cap. I hate that. I hate that the Barbars doesn't count. And the kick downfield seemed so bad, but the bounce was horrific. And then from there, like, just calm, cool heads. Fiji stroll over for a second, and oh, this is such a good game. Oh, it's so good. And Momo gets his second try. First game for Fiji, but not an international cap. Because the Barbars is an invitational side. And Muntz knocks the kick over. 14 points to 5. And now the Barbars really have some work to do. And I'll tell you what, Fiji throwing everything, just seeing what they're just throwing everything at it and see what sticks. And they're getting some really cool tries. Burke, Johnny May with a chase, not chasing particularly hard. It falls to Wakaisese. They kick downfield. Here is Miyaki. He whips it in field. Oh, Burke is quickly marked. I mean, Danny Kerr basically throwing all of his 10 kg body weight into that ruck. Oshia, Fiaki, access 9. Thacker beats 1. And there's a knock on for Thacker. Thacker's not having a good game. Thacker is not having a good game. Bear in mind, this Harry Thacker is really good. A prodigious try scorer. But it just, not having his best game today. Sadly, I don't think Thacker's ever going to get into the England squad. I don't think he's big enough. I would potentially give him a shot, but Mick Byrne, head coach of Fiji, be happy with how they're going at the moment. They've kind of been given free rein to just try anything and see if it works, and it seems to be coming off a fair bit. The bounce of the ball is certainly favouring Fiji at the moment. Robbie Deans, Barbarians head coach, looking a little less impressed, but I think he's just enjoying it. So, scrum down, Barbarians put in, I think. No, it's not. Sorry, it's Fijian put in. Thought Kerr was holding it, but no, it's Matawalu. Scrum is set. Matawalu feeds the ball. He gets it straight out himself, actually. He feeds his number 12, Muntz in the midfield. Vota is number 12. Barbarians coming over the top. No, I thought Kerr had knocked it on, but no, it's a penalty. Penalty to the Barbars. So Burke will kick for field position here. I tell you what, the Twickenham turf is looking sublime, especially after already having a test on it today. I mean, come on, Wales, South Africa, Wales, and then you get a double header with Barbarians as well. I mean, come on, that is the perfect Saturday. That is a nice day at rugby, especially if it's live. So now, what do the Barbars try? Are we going to see an interesting lineup move like they sometimes do? Thacker throws to the back. Oh, Cornelson manages to grab it. Just not a good throw from Thacker. It's not really moving forwards. Fiji have done well to stop it. Kerr gets it out. Fiku to Vakatawa. Vakatawa breaks 1. Kerr, Mercer. Mercer beats 1. Gets it off to Fiku. Kerr, Burke, off to Fiaki. Fiaki off to Johnny May. Johnny May scores in the corner. Johnny May gets a try for the Barbars. And I know Johnny May certainly can't play for England anymore, but one of my all-time favourite wingers. When he's broke into the England scene, oh my God. God, he was fast. I honestly, like, at that point, arguably one of the fastest players in the world. He was lightning fast. I just wish he still had it, but he doesn't, sadly. But God, he had a good try-scoring rate for England. And for a long time, the only English player who could make anything from nothing. I remember that one game against France where England played awfully, and he just scored 2 tries that he had no right to score. I remember that game. But Johnny May, what a class guy, and happy that he scored. I'd like Danny Kerr to get a try as well. Knowing him, he probably will in this game. So, it's Che Fiaki who's kicking. Wait, does that mean Burke is off, or are they just giving a lot of different kickers a chance? Fiaki. He misses as well, far to the left. Still 13-0, Bulls leading Glasgow. So this Barbars bring the deficit back a little bit. 14 points plays 10. And I mean, it was just a walk-in for Johnny May, but still, I'm glad he scored a try. So Muntz kicks off just inside the 22, taken down by Whitelock, who doesn't need to jump for it. Gets the ball out to Fainganuku. Kerr. Burke. Fiku. Oh, it's lovely. Ribbons is running down the centre of the field. Ribbons has got some gas on him. Not as much as the Fijian number 8, but still. Sinclair. Burke. Oshia? Or is it Cornelson who just kicked forward? Fiji kick it back. Oh, is it? No, it's almost a very good kick, but Burke tracked back there. Burke lining up a kick, not really under any pressure, and I think he'll find a good touch here. He will inside Fiji's half. Barbars are playing good territory. I'll give them that. They're playing pretty good territory game. Given how the game's gone so far, what do we reckon, guys? Who do we reckon's walking away with this win? I don't think I think it's just way too early to predict. They are both playing such good rugby. Don't forget, 60,000 people at the games today. Sell out. It's a bad line-out from Fiji, and Scott Seo's come away with it. Kerr recycles. Sinclair takes contact. Supported by Thacker. Kerr. Burke. Boshia. Fiku whips it wide to Johnny May. May steps in field and beats one. Kerr. Burke. Sinclair in midfield. Oh, he almost defeats an intercept, but it is brought down. Here is a Whitelock. Kerr. Oh, it's good. Oh, good hands. There'll be a slap down there. Another penalty. I disagree, actually. I think there could have been a line break there. So, the referee just giving Fiji a warning for too many slapdowns. I don't know, actually. I think there really was potential there. I think there was a potential line break. Now yeah. I mean, they're not going to go for poles. They will go for. Oh no, they're going to take it quickly. Burke taps and goes. Feeds Fiaki. Fiku whips it wide to Fainganuku. Fainganuku steps outside, trying to beat Momo. Gets it off to Vakatawa. Needs support. Advantage to Barbars. Fainganuku acting as 9. Feeds Sinclair on the outside. Whitelock to Thacker. Thacker steps in field, beats one. Goes through Muntz. Kerr. Oh, it's Vakatawa feeds inside to Fiku. Fiku can't get his arms free to offload. Kerr. Oh, I think he's just short. Barbar's short. I think they're going to check this. I don't think Kerr gets there, but Whitelock maybe. Whitelock might have got there. Glasgow just scored and converted. Good on them. My prediction for this game, the way it's going, and I think it'll open up even more in the second half, 36-33. to the Barbars. I think Barbarians are going to win this one. Half time, 13-7. Glasgow is still in it. So don't forget, it's a potential try, but also under penalty advantage. So it'll be, regardless, it'll still be Barbars ball. Danny Care doesn't get there, don't think. Who picks it up? Fainganuku? He doesn't get there either. Sorry, it's Bosha. Is that Bosha? No, that looks like Fainganuku. It is Fainganuku. No, the thing is, you can't see the white line. No, I think this is going to come back for the penalty. So Fainganuku picks up. They think he's stretched out and put it on the line. Let's see. So initial contact, no, he's short. He reaches out. Well, the reach, if it's over the line, he scored. Yeah. So Lester Fainganuku does get the try. I thought he was short. I didn't see the reach. Barbars take the lead. And I think it's Fainganuku who scored. Yeah, Lester Fainganuku, and he's a big man in his own right. I remember how destructive he was in the World Cup when he got his chances. Fiaki, I think he's converted this one. Yep, 17 points, plays 14. I'll tell you what, actually, I think it might be a bit. I think it might be a higher score than this. Maybe it'll be higher than 36-33. I don't know. We'll see. See, I can't see the Barbars only scoring 19 points in the second half. So, oh, it's a much shorter kickoff this time. Months, and I tell you what, Fiji have come away with it. What a take by Duranalagi. They're into the 22. Matawalu, forwards running now. And it's Murray. Matawalu picks up. Carl Sinclair's offside. Here is Togitama. Togaitama. Oh, it's a knock. Oh, no, he's gathered it. Oh, then he knocked it on. Come back for the penalty for Carl Sinclair being offside. Now, what do? They could, nah, just go for touch. Come on, go for touch. Fiji trying to figure out what they're going to do. Scrum. I thought they were going for a shot then. Fiji going for a scrum. Fiji thinking it was half time. But I tell you what, this game is great. This is a great match. So, who we got in the chat? Beverly Ho, are you still here? Who we got in the chat? Or at least, who's watching? Check a message on the chat if you can. Obviously, if you're driving or something, do not do that. Be safe, people. So, Fiji will have the feed to the scrum. Less than 2 minutes left in this first half, so probably depends. Depends if we get a reset or not. This might be the last thing of the game, though. Okay, stay. Matawalu breaks right. But T2 steps. Brought down by Care and Burke. Duranalagi with a good carry. Eventually gets to ground. Matawalu feeds Tagaitama. Matawalu again. This time to Murray. He chips it on. Thacker comes away with it. Great steal from Thacker. Gets it wide to Burke. Burke to find Ganuku. Gets it to Kerr. Kerr chips downfield. Burke chasing. But Fiji playing a bit of basketball there. Less than a minute left in this first half. Lagi with another good carry. Oh, he's straight through again. Sorry, it's Murray. Or is it, who is it? Yeah, it's Murray. All the way into the 22. What a break from the man. Backwards. No, offside. Penalty advantage to Fiji. Fiji looking to take the lead into this into the halftime break. Penalty. 30 seconds left. 20 seconds left for the half. I think go for the scrum again, maybe? Murray, what a line break. What a bust there from Murray. Good tackle from Johnny May to get him down, though. Oh, I tell you what, Fiji are taking the points. They want to level it up going into half time. So Muntz knocks the ball over. 17 points all at half time. And what a first half. I mean, absolutely brilliant first half there. Don't go anywhere, guys. We will be back in about 10 minutes for the second half. This game's wild. I only see it getting more so. So don't go anywhere. I will see you in a bit. Go and grab a drink maybe, and then see you in about 10 minutes. All right, and we are back. We are back, and we're live. The teams are back on the pitch now, and I think there have been some changes made. Certainly, number 22 for Fiji is on. That is Valentini. He's on camera currently. I wonder if any other I assume other changes have probably been made as well. There's Gail Fiku. He's still on. Fergus Burke will get us underway again. And if I see any other changes have been made, I'll let you know. Goes in down to Fiji in their own half. Matawalu clears. Decent clearance from Matawalu there. Finds a good touch. Thacker's still on the field. He throws. Care. Burke. Gail Fiku out to Care again. Good move that. May breaks one. Using his footwork brilliantly there. Care's having to dig in there. Care. Boshia. Mercer. Got Fainganuku with him, but can't get it away. It's Wakai Sese who came off for Valentini. Here's Whitelock. I don't see any changes for the Barbars. This is CO, supported by Fiaki. Care. Burke. Burke takes it himself. Big hit from Batitu. CO has to pick it up. It's come out scrappily from Cornelson. And tell you what, Scott CO been carried backwards. Does get it away to Fiku. Fiku have been wrapped up by about 400 Fijians. Eventually gets to the ground, but it'll be a turnover. Maul was called. And Fiji have done brilliantly well to get that ball back. So I don't think any other changes have been highlighted yet. And certainly none that I can see. So I think it is just oh my god. What's his name? Takiri. No, not Takiri. Valentini. It's Valentini who's the only change so far. On for Wakaisese. Valentini's a talent. Really good. Matawalu feeds his number 11, so Rakuro. Picked up by Kanakai Vata, the rapid number 8. Darren Alagi picks up, goes left to Voce Voce. Advantage to Fiji. Fiji looking to start this half really fast. But Tito slips it through. I think Muntz might have got that. I think Muntz might have got there. So the penalty advantage was against Thacker for being offside. And I tell you what, he's had a shite game. He's not played well. So they're going to check the grounding. They don't know who got there first. And they don't know if it was grounded. Muntz did look quite happy. Let's see who gets their hand to it first. Oh, I think Burke gets there first. No, either way, it's been knocked on by Muntz. So I think it's actually a scrum. No, well, it'll be a penalty. It'll be a penalty. Okay, so it'll be, yeah, they'll go back for the penalty for Fiji. Now, do Fiji look to take the lead with a penalty, or do they go for a line out or a scrum? So, Fiji, what's their choice? It is Ratui Solia, who's got the ball on the ground in front of him. So I think he'll be doing a tap and go. I wouldn't be surprised if they feed it to Tawake. No, they go off it. Matawalu takes it instead. He goes left. They go blind instead. Oh, and Fiji are close. Fiji. Johnny May goes for the intercept. It was a valid chance for an intercept, but he has knocked it on. So it's a clear attempt for an intercept, so that's fine. But it has knocked it on, so it'll be a scrum. The difference is Johnny May actually got it in both hands. So it's still a scrum, Fiji, so they do still have a chance to get some points here. Yeah, a very good chance to get some points here. This light makes my head look very strange. So Matawalu feeds the scrum. Kanekavata breaks off the back. He's held up about a meter out. Does go to ground though, so they will have to recycle it. Matawalu slowed hugely. It was good from the Barbars. They held them up very well. Matavalu again. Oh, Sinclair. It's a big hit from Sinclair, but he bounces off, so they can go again. Matawalu feeds Kanekavata again. They're using the it's a lost forwards, and then Burke intercepts the loose ball. Here's Mercer. Steps in field, gets his arms free. Whitelock manages to gather it. Breaks a tackle. Backer goes to the left, and Fiaki gets it. He flings it back in field to Burke. Burke to Vakatawa. Vakatawa, who's on the who is that? Oh, it's Fiku. Fiku beats one. Fiku's on his bike. Gets it to Care on the infield. Burke inside to Vakatawa. Back to Care. Backer rides one tackle. They're into the 22. Oh, and it's unfortunate. It's spilled out the side of the ruck, and Fiji have turned it over. But then there's a penalty for not releasing against Fiji. So Barbars will have the penalty inside Fiji's 22. Care takes it quickly. Fainganuku cuts in field. Oh, he's the weakest of tackles from Fiji there. Fainganuku gets a double. With a rolling dive, he scores a double. That was really poor from Fiji, that defense on Fainganuku. But, I mean, Barbar's looking so deadly there. Fiku beats Murray on the outside. And God, he's got gas. Then Care. Then Vakatawa. Sorry, then Burke, then Vakatawa. Then back to Care. Then out to Thacker. So many hands. And then Care takes it quickly. Out to Fainganuku. Steps in field. Really weak tackle by Natave. And I don't know who the other player was, but that was really piss poor tackling. So let's see. Natave with a very weak attempt. And then it's number 5. So Rotui Salia. So Fiaki converts. I wonder why Burke's not kicking. But Barbars take the lead, 24 points to 17. Good try there from Fainganuku. What do you reckon, guys? Any changes to those score predictions? Georgette, hey from France. Whereabouts in France? We're about in France. My parents live there. Oh, it's interesting. It's oh, I keep forgetting his last name. Valentini who's kicking off. Thacker comes away with it. Almost knocks it on again. Doesn't, thanks to the help of Whitelock. Care. Burke. Feeds out the back to Fiku. Fiku to Vakatawa. Vakatawa throws a pass. It comes off the back of Rakuro, but it does find May. May comes in field. Hit fairly hard. Care. Sinclair. Goes out to Fiaki. No, sorry, Fanganuku. Mercer. Now it's Vakatawa. No, it's Sio. And it's Sio and Whitelock on the wing. And I tell you what, they do very well to bring down Ballatini. Matawalu thinking about going blind, but Mercer is there. Good double tackle from Sinclair and Ribbons. Boshier with another good tackle. Matawalu. Muntz. Chip over the top from Muntz. It's a good chip. Oh, that's taking a man off the ball. As Kerr turned around, he just gets pulled. And I tell you what, Fiaki's away here. Gets the ball away. Johnny May will score. I am so happy Johnny May's got a double. And then Barbarians hit twice in 3 minutes. Barbar's in for 2 tries in almost as many minutes. Yeah, just gets raked down by the neck too. Good from Fiaki, really good from Fiaki, and good from Johnny May to be backing up there. Fiaki's bloody good. Now I just want Danny Kerr to score, and I want Danny Kerr to score, and I want Whitelock to score. 29 points to 17. So Barbars open up a 12-point lead with the kick to come, which is dead easy. So 14-point lead to the Barbars. 31 plays 17. Is that Matawalu who's hurt his ankle? No, it's not Matawalu. Who's that? Oh, okay. So it's Togiatama, number 2, who'll be coming off, and Dolokoto will be coming on. Togiatama. Whitelock takes it on the jump very well, and he evades the tackle of Darren Alagi as well. Kerr. Burke to Boshier in the middle. Then it's Cornelson who steps back in field. Burke, Vakatawa trying to get his arms free, but no real support for him. Sinclair picks up on the wing. He beats one, feeds Kerr on the inside. Oh, Kerr is hit potentially quite high. Kerr did not like that. It looked like it hit his chin. Fiaki acting as 9. Kerr's back up. Kerr. Burke. Out the back to Fiku. Fiku with a cross kick. It's not the greatest one, but it does find Fanganuku. And he's beaten 2 tackles. It is then stripped from him. And it'll be a knock-on by Fiji because of the rip. The rip went forwards from Momo. Don't forget, he's also scored 2 tries today. So 3 different wingers have scored 2 tries. Oh, yeah, that Murray hit Kerr right here. Bloody hell. I mean, Kerr is not exactly a tall guy, but he went like that up into him. Let's see. I think it's certainly a penalty. I don't want to see a yellow card for it. Yeah. No, that at most a penalty. Yeah, play on there. Very borderline. A couple of centimeters up, and that's chin out. Red card. Just a big hit. I just like the fact that Danny Care and the guy were just like, yeah, fine. Although he is getting checked. Danny Care is getting checked, probably for HIA on field. He'll decide if he needs to go for an HIA. Here it is, number 18 coming onto the field for Fiji, and it is a Tuni. I don't know what his first name is. So it's two of the front row. It is no. So Emosi Currie is on. No, it's not. But there are certainly some changes coming for so it's yeah. So Tawake has gone off and Tuni is on, and Curie's come on, and I'm guessing Natave has gone off. But it looks like a couple of Barbar's reserves are going to be coming on soon. Care feeds the scrum. Solid scrum from both sides. In fact, it's barely moving. Now it goes forwards. Now the Barbars get a trundle on. Mercer's keeping it controlled well. Decides to decides to kick it to Danny Care, who then throws it straight to Valentini, but it is a penalty. So Burke will kick to the corner. Kick to the touchline. He finds touch about 5 meters on the other side of the Fijian 10-meter line. And that is Brooks. Brooks looking to come on. Thacker throws to the middle. Does work this time. Burke, Mercer. Mercer out the back to Fiku. Fiku out the back to Fainganuku. Fainganuku gets it to Fiaki. Fiaki has a little bit of space. Tries to beat Murray, but Murray is up to the challenge. Care. Burke. Whitelock out the back. Vakatawa. Mercer. Mercer to Fiku. Oh, and it's just knocked on by Cornelson. Wasn't a sympathetic pass, I've got to admit, but Fiku was forced to rush it. No, that wasn't easy, but it was good hands, good from Mercer. Yeah, no, that was not a sympathetic pass from Fiku, but he did have to rush. Scott Seo and Carl Sinclair going off, which means Miller and Brooks will be coming on. Craig Miller and Kieran Brooks. Carl Sinclair played at my former rugby club in London. Battersea Ironsides, where he actually preferred football. Believe it or not, Carl Sinclair played fly half and centre for back in age divisions. Fiji scrum getting pushed back, but they do get away with it. Muntz acting as 9 until Matawalu's back on his feet. Matawalu feeding his forwards. New man to Currie. 14 minutes of this, 15 minutes of the second half gone. Fiji looking to play with it. Muntz almost caught in an awkward position, but he does break the tackle and then is brought down by Thacker. Matawalu goes up over the top, and it's brilliant. I don't know how he's done that. Fiji breaking away with it. Will Momo will get a hat trick. Momo gets a hat trick against the Barbarians. And Fiji come racing back into the competition. Funnily enough, I think it's the shorts that make the kit, not the jersey. The shorts are just such an electric orange. That was just outrageous. And I think it's number 8 again, Kana Kaivata, who's set that up. Because he's so bloody tall. Kanagavat's rapid. Oh no, it's Darren Alangi. I thought it was Kanagavata. Momo blowing a kiss to Fiaki as he comes across. Oh, it'd be funny if Fiaki caught him after that. So Fiji get a try back in the second half, and I'll tell you what, Valentini's taken over all the kicking duties. Oh, and he just can't curl it round. Good effort though. So 31 points to 22. Barbarians holding on to a 9-point lead. Darren Alangi, what a run from him. So we got some more subs coming on here. It is Ben Youngs and Jonathan Joseph. So Danny Kerr will be leaving international rugby for the last time. And maybe Vakatawa will be coming off. Or Fiku. Don't know. So Fiji have it. Matavalu gets it to Muntz. Muntz whips it wide. Valentini hammers it downfield, but it's going to fall straight into Burke's hands. And here's Fiaki. Fiaki brings it back the same way. Straight to Fainganuku. Fainganuku steps in field. Beats 2. Beats 3. Beats 4. And then is eventually held up by Valentini. He's finally brought down. Kerr. Here's the new man. Miller. Fiji falling all over it. Mercer. Whitelock. Whitelock flirting with the touchline. Kerr. Miller again to Brooks, the other new man, to Thacker, the all front three. Kerr, Brooks. Oh, sorry, not Burke. Chip into the 22. It's been dropped. Johnny May picks it up. I think there was definitely a knock on there. Oh, Rakuro's come away with it after a lot of juggling. Fiji are playing some ridiculously fun rugby here. They're up to they're up over the 10-meter line of the barbars, and a penalty to Fiji. It's going to be a yellow card. Who's it going to go against though? Burke, or is it Danny Kerr? Number 9, Danny Kerr is getting a yellow card. And that will probably be the last thing he does in international rugby. And I think that just means Ben Youngs gets even less time. But I tell you what, that was just such charismatic attack, like counter-attack rugby there from Fiji. Outrageous offloads that should never have worked, and yet did. And only Fiji could do stuff like that, and maybe Sonny Bill Williams. So I think it depends which team. Number 20 for Fiji is on, so that's Salawa Jr. Okay, so the whole host of changes. Ribbons, Johnny May, and number 6, Cornelson. They're all coming off. Ribbons had a good game. So Fabian Holland and Cameron Moki is also on the pitch. Jonathan Joseph on for Johnny May. So a whole host of changes. I love the way Woki's number 23. Yeah, he can play in both backline and front forwards. So Fiji throwing some really good handling in here. Oh, and it's knocked on. But I think there's a penalty. Penalty to Fiji? Let me see what for. Pulling the arm in the air at the line out. We still have 21 minutes to go. Johnny May with a double. What a lad. And Valentini will kick to the corner. So Murray has come off for Salawa. Jonathan Joseph. Haven't seen him playing for a while. So Fiji do get this line out cleanly. They've set the maul. I wonder when Thacker's going to go off. I'd like to see Shotohori. Shotohori's better than Thacker, I think. Well, no. I wouldn't say better than Thacker, but probably will play better in this game than Thacker. Thacker's not had a great game, and yet he's still playing 60 minutes. Really good turnover there for the maul. So Barbars do win the ball back. And you can see Whitelock looks tired. Fabian Holland. I wouldn't want to mark Woki on the wing, to be honest. All right, so Matavalu will be coming off, and Sorovi is onto the field. Matavalu's had a decent game. Matavalu had a good game. Just waiting to get all these changes done so that the scrum can be done. Wow, Sorovi hasn't played in 3 years. So I think Burke's acting as 9. Yep. Scrum will be reset as both are deemed to have gone up at the front row. 20 into the last quarter of the game. I can't believe we still have 20 minutes. This game has felt so wild. What did I say the score would be? 36-33. See what score? All of us need to score 5, and Fiji need to score 11. I mean, Fiji won't score 11 because they're not going to go for penalties unless they're very close. Ball's in finally. Burke will feed Fiaki? No, who? Gail Fiku with a chip over the top for Jonathan Joseph Chase. But T2's come forward and gathered it. Clatters into Vakatawa. Sorovi. So many new players on the field now, I can't tell who's who. Fiji, Muntz. Oh, it's inside to Valentini straight through a huge gap and over for a score. And I think this will make it 31-29. Oh, this is going to be such a good finish. We've got 18 minutes left of just pure attack. Can't wait. I mean, it was great out the back. Muntz with a great shallow pass. And it's that Kanai Vata who makes the space. No, the 8 and the 6 look the same on their backs. Darren Atlangi, who drew Burke and John. Oh, it's poor from Woki. Woki did not need to be tracking that hard. But it's a great try from Valentini. And just as you like a Barbars game, it is tit for tat. I don't want to know the winner until literally the last minute. So the try scorer will try to convert his try. Wow, the try scorer will try to convert his try, and does so. 31 points to 29. Woo! Yeah, it's a close game. Yeah, it's poor from Woki. It's really poor from Woki. Good try there from Fiji, though. So Burke gets us underway again. Who's their reserve fly half? They don't have one. Interesting. Ball's charged down. Sorovi. Here is the number 8, Kanakayavata. Gets the ball away. Oh, and Fiji are breaking out so well here. He's got to go to the left. Butitu has got acres of space. He gets the ball away to Joranalangi. Gets it back to Butitu. Oh, and he's basically almost stripped of his underwear. Woki does get back to scrag him. Sorovi gets it away. Joranalangi. Thacker trying to get over the ball. Is told to leave it. Sorovi again. To his no, Valentini acting as 10 there. Valentini again in at 10. But he's not going to get it. Sorovi goes to the blind. To his forwards is Butitu. Butitu puts it on the foot. Burke having to come back for it. He got the ball away just before he got melted. Fiaki gets it wide. Here's Fainganuku. Fainganuku decides to go himself. Beats one. Oh, and then he's brought down. And it's a knock on. So, Barbar's playing dangerously as well now. What a breakout from Fiji. And again, it's Kanakayavata. He is so good. Oh, beats Mercer on the inside, gets his arms free in the tackle of Whitelock, and gets off to Batitu, who, Deranalangi is everywhere. I tell you what, it's gonna. I would say player of the match is either Deranalangi or Kanakayavata. They are both amazing. At the moment, those two are the ones that stand out for me the most. They played very, very well, both of them. Although Momo also got a hat trick, so he's definitely in contention. Shota Hori, and I think Mitchell will be coming on now. This must be one of the best double headers for a South African fan. Like your team thrashes Wales, and then you get to watch an absolute tri-fest. So Fiji have a chance to take the lead here. 15 minutes left, and they do have a scrum dead center. And don't forget, man extra as well. So Sorovi will feed the scrum. Scrums are both. Oh, I tell you what, Barbars might have a push here, but the penalty goes against Barbars for walking around. So Fiji will have a penalty here. If they took the penalty, if they took the points, they'd go ahead. But do you want to win? Like, is winning so important in this game? Yep, they're going to go for a shot. It's very un-Fiji-like, but they want the win. So Fiji want the lead. And I mean, usually in a Barbars game, I wouldn't like this, but I kind of want Fiji to win. Commentator just said that this is a gimme, so now he's probably going to miss. No, if he misses this, oh my god. So Valentini does easily knock that over, and the lead changes again. Fiji have fought their way back into the game. Rather, fought their way into the lead. It's a nice tracksuit top. It's a really nice pink. I'd buy that. Good Fiji fan base there. Nice to see. I love Fijian fans. They're so great. So, now, how do the Barbars respond? Burke. Thacker is off. Shotahori is on. Good to see Shotahori back in rugby. Oh, and how the hell has Woki come away with that? But it is a knock on. So at least they'll have the scrum, Fiji. How this guy, Kanakaivata, how does he do what he's doing? Sorobi trying to get the referee to have a look, saying they're not. It's their fault that it's not coming out. Whitelock trying to extricate himself from that ruck. Sorobi goes to the left to Dolakoto. Sorobi again. Oh, it's not a great pass from him, but it is brought down by Vota. Sorovi. No, that wasn't. It was months actually. Acting as 10. I don't think I've seen a single box kick in this game. You know what? That's nice. As an England fan, I love it because God, I'm sick of them box kicking. So, and as I say it, there's a box kick. Ugh. And Fiaki's come forward and claimed that well. Oh, and he throws off Rakuro. Fiku out the back. Joseph. Vainganuku gets it wide. Vakatawa's on the wing. Vakatawa steps in field. Oh, as he tries to get the ball away to Boschia, he knocks it on. Oh, there's a lot of different knock-ons and stuff going on there. And Ben Youngs, it looks like, will be coming on along with Mitchell. Must be the last person. Yeah, Mitchell. Sam Whitelock will bid his final adieu to international rugby. Ben Youngs will be captain. Oh yeah, because the yellow card's over now. So Ben Youngs is on for Danny Kerr. Ben Youngs will have 11 minutes to try and get Barbars back in front. Sam Whitelock getting an absolute huge standing ovation, and he absolutely deserves it. What an absolute unit of a rugby player he has been. I still remember that try when he was fairly young against Crusaders. I think he scored like a 55-meter try, solo effort. And this is the 32nd time Danny Kerr and Ben Youngs have swapped for each other. That is a lot. I mean, that's a lot. Early engagement there from the Barbars, so it'll be a free kick to Fiji. Kanakaivata's got it, but he's not taking it just yet. Yep, and don't forget, Ben Youngs is the most capped England men's player of all time. And I think Valentini's missed touch. Fainganuku comes forward and claims it. Flings it in field to Fiaki. Fiaki getting it wide. Here is Joseph. Joseph whips it to Vakatawa. Vakatawa takes on the line. Offloads to Mitchell. Youngs gets it out to Mercer. Mercer steps. Beats one. Gets the ball away to Boschia. Number 19, Holland. Youngs. A bit unsure where to go, so Boschia has to figure it out. Youngs whips it to Burke. Fiaki whips it to Fainganuku. Shotohori. Shotohori cuts in field. Oh! Bounces off a tackle from Duran Alangi. Mercer feeds it off to Brooke. Kieran Brooke. Fiaki and Burke knocks it on. Sorovi kicks downfield. Is there a chase, though? This is the question. I tell you what, Shotohori is the man tracking back there. It might roll dead. Is it? It is. Oh, it is. Which I think Shotohori might be quite happy about, considering the smile on his face. Because he was 100% going to have to. To be fair, he would have just touched it down, but. And sadly, the kick came from no pressure, so advantage was called over. That's an interesting rule. I didn't know that actually applied. So if you're playing under advantage, knock-on advantage, and you kick the ball away and it results in an error when you weren't under pressure, advantage is deemed over. Fair enough, actually, because you've made that error. So I think the last change here, Nasila is coming on for Rotui Solia. Nasila is a class player. Ben Youngs feeds the scrum. Mercer adds advantage. Mercer picks up, feeds Youngs. Joseph feeds inside to Fiaki. Fiaki beats one, gets the ball away to Boshia. Boshia takes on the man and is straight through. Boshia's under the sticks. Barbars take the lead. So everyone who scored for the Barbars today has scored 2 tries. 2 for Boshia, 2 for May, and 2 for Manganuku. And this is brilliant. This great line. Oh, what a line from Fiaki. Fiaki's quality. Oh, but Titu's just like, no. Fiaki actually might be my man of the match, to be honest. He has been so good. Shay Fiaki. We've got 7 minutes left. So it'll be 38-32, 6 point lead for Barbars. So they're going to have to try and score a bit more. Yeah, I tell you what, it's close to what I said it would be 36-33, and it's 38-32. Not far off what I said. Six and a half minutes left. How does this end? What do we think, guys? How does this end? City Venny Hicks, how you doing, mate? You've hit your prediction. Did I predict 38-32? I thought I said 36-33. Maybe I did say 38-32. I can't remember. Feels like ages ago I made the prediction. So Batitu has it at the back, and he kicks incredibly low kick that ends up being a bit of a grubber. Ben Young's looking like he was about to take a drop goal. Fainganuku hands off one, but he is then trapped back in court. Youngs, Mercer steps back and then gets the ball away to what's his name? Miller. Ben Youngs decides to go himself, gets the ball away to Mitchell. Mitchell to Horry. Horry gets it away again to Miller. Loving this from the Barbars. Youngs, Burke, out the back to Fiaki. Fiaki to Woki. Woki to Jonathan Joseph. On his foot. Knock on from Jonathan Joseph. Beverly, did I say 38-32 or 36-33? If you're still here, please let me know because I cannot remember. Also, what was the final score with the Bulls? I'm guessing the Bulls won. No, have a look. Oh! Glasgow are ahead! Oh! Shit, I wish I was watching the last bit of that game. Bulls could lose and the Glasgow could win the URC in Loftus. But the Bulls have one more shot to win it. Shit. Well, I mean, I don't care. I don't support the Bulls. And I live in Edinburgh, so I suppose I should be supporting Glasgow. So just over 5 minutes left in this game. It'd be great if they get a maul and it ends 21-21 and they have to go to extra time. Because then I can watch the extra time. Oh, another penalty to the Bulls. There's a long break here. What are they doing? Setting a scrum? Yeah. So into the last 5 minutes. Fiji have the put in with Zorovi. Kanakavata picks up and he makes ground at every single run. Zorovi swinging it wide. Batitu. Joseph has him, but I tell you what, Vakatawa got absolutely bumped off there. Muntz. Daryl Lange. And a penalty to the Barbars. Ben Youngs wants to take it quickly and does. Whips it wide. Who's that? Is that? Oh, and it's a brilliant run here from Holland. Fanganuku. Anyone going to get a hat trick today? Only two of the people can. Boschia or I think the Bulls have lost. Mercer out the back. Burke through. Brought down. Oh, he gets a great offload to Miller. Oh, Miller can't quite get there, but Mercer will score. And Mercer probably ties things up. And I think that'll be it. The Barbars have won. Zach Mercer does get a try. And I tell you what a run from Miller. I still think that Fiaki is my man of the match. There's been a hat trick. There's been 3 braces, but I think Fiaki is the man of the match for me. Burke with a really good break there. Miller, I mean, on his such a good offload from that. Miller goes so close. Oh, by the way, Glasgow have just won the URC. They've beaten the Bulls. Oh, I love it. Shota Hori is taking the conversion. I'm guessing he's retiring as well. Sad Whitelock's not still on. I would have let him take it. Go on, Shota. Just go. He's got it. Shota Hori splits the uprights. 45 points, place 32. Yeah, and there's not enough time for 2 tries here. Unless they literally. Oh, great kick from the man. I think they love him. So Barbarians will be winning this one because they have got possession. Fiji needed to catch that and score immediately if they wanted to get the chance of winning this game. Burke to Joseph. Fiaki on his bike. Oh, he's beaten the tackle of Muntz. Gets the ball inside to Youngs. Youngs to Woki. Woki puts it on the boot. Probably not the right idea because Watito is back there. But Woki will grab him and pull him over the try. And it's been taken over. It'll be a 5-meter scrum to the Barbars. And this will be the last action of the game. I'm not sure that was the right idea from Woki. But, they might score another try from it. Glasgow won. Bulls lost at home. Oh, tragic. I love it. Fanganuku got player of the match. I'm not sure. I would have said Fiaki. To be honest. Fiaki has been absolutely electric. But, I mean, Fanganuku's played well. I just don't think he's done anywhere near as much as Fiaki. I think if Fiaki had scored a try, he would have got man of the match. He'll probably go and score now. I hope he does. He deserves one. So, last play of the match. 3, 2, 1. We're in the red. We're in the red. It looks like Fakatawa's at number 8. Mercer's playing in the back line. Fakatawa's at 8. Barbars. Fakatawa picks it up at the back. Tries to get it away. And it goes out. And that will be the end of the game. But what a game of rugby. It's always a pleasure to watch the Barbars and so many just key rugby players over the last decade, even longer, ending their international careers, as they usually do with the Barbars game. Danny Kerr, Sam Whitelock, probably the most important of all of them. Johnny May, and, Shota Hori probably. Maybe Scott Seo as well, but quite a few. My man of the match would have been Shefiaki, but Lester Fainganuku got man of the match. Thanks for joining me, guys. We will be. I'm literally going to go right now to go to the review. So if you join me there, we will, go through the review and the game step by step, and and then it's been a good weekend of rugby. So